Hey guys, Andy here, and today we have another creator tag. This is the favorite creator tag. I'm going to be doing it for 2023 here, and this is created by Emily's Makeup Bag. I will have her tagged in the description box, and I'm just going to be going through and giving you my top 8 favorite creators on YouTube and why I watch them. Just to give you a little more info on who I watch on YouTube and a little more insight onto what I do in my spare time. So if you wanted to hear a little bit more about who I'm watching and see a little bit more on that, then just stay tuned. So, and then just the little disclaimer, these are in no particular order. I'm not going to rank my top 8. These are the top 8 people that come to mind that I'm consistently waiting for them to drop a new video and watching it when it comes out. So, Bridget Turco, if I'm mispronouncing anyone's name, I apologize, I'm garbage. But she was Porcelain Beauty. I have been watching her for years, absolutely love her, follow her on all platforms. She is fantastic. Highly recommend. She does beauty unboxings and now just doing home content, some vlogs. She does super trustworthy reviews of products. She has a small business, theopencrypt.com. So if you like spooky things and kind of creepy cute things like jewelry and little home decor, I highly recommend checking out her business. It is fantastic. I think she also puts some stuff on Etsy as well. So I'm not affiliated in any way, but she's amazing. So I highly recommend. I will leave anything in the description box. I will be tagging all of these creators in the description box. I will leave any information that I can in the description box for you guys. But yeah, she's goth aesthetic, everything that I aspire to be. Love her to death. Another one would be Lauren May Beauty. She does beauty content on her channel, how I found her, but she also now has a fragrance channel because she is just in love with fragrance, which I also love. That's fantastic. She does super in-depth niche reviews and has a humongous single shadow collection. I love watching her do her dupes of color stories when a new palette comes out because that is so exciting and it makes you think about I have a super big single shadow collection myself, so it makes me think, can I recreate color stories with my own collection instead of going out and buying these brand new palettes? So it gives me inspiration, which I love. And she does a lot of shop my stash videos, which I love that content personally. I love watching shop my stashes. I think that's so fun to just see other people's collections and what they're personally reaching for in their day-to-day life. So I love her videos. And I love her fragrance channel as well because she goes super in-depth on fragrance, on what all the notes are, the top, middle, bottom notes, and what it smells like to her on her skin, what her partner enjoys. Comparing them to other fragrances, if you've had this or like this, you might like this. And so if you don't know where to start with fragrance, I highly recommend checking out her fragrance channel because I have learned so much about fragrance from watching Lauren. It is absolutely insane. Another one, if you're into project panning content, Monica Adriana. She is a project panner and she just does an amazing job of panning eyeshadow palettes. She pans palettes to 100% completion and it is awe-inspiring. Because of her, I'm doing my first pan that palette this year. I'm not going to be able to pan it to completion, but she's the reason I'm doing a pan that palette this year because she's just so inspiring. She has a couple other different projects and she does hauls and little reviews and she did a whole black lipstick in-depth review of price points and putting different black lipsticks up against each other because she also has a gothic aesthetic because again that's my thing. But if you're into project panning, I highly recommend her. She is phenomenal. We have Morgan Turner. If you're into high-end makeup, I highly recommend Morgan Turner because she is all things luxury beauty. Tom Ford, Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury, you name it, she is on it for you. She does fantastic reviews, all the brand new products from Sephora, and she does comparisons. She does a lot of eye looks, tutorials, and swatches, really in-depth first views of these things, and she is amazing at what she does. So if luxury is your thing, she's the one to go for. Another project panner that I really enjoy is Still Steph. She does a great job of rotating through her collection and getting lots of use out of old products as well as her new products. Because a lot of people forget about the old stuff because we're, as a beauty community, so focused on the new, here and now. And she does so many projects at a time that more projects than I do, more projects than I could ever keep track of. I don't know how she does it. I don't know how she can keep that many projects straight, but she does so many project pans, and it's just so fun to watch because I love project panning content. That's Still Steph is one of the reasons I got into project panning because she made it look so easy and so fun to do. So if you're into project panning, I highly recommend her content. Another one, Dub's Beauty Diary. She is a project panner, and she is a phenomenal person. We have spoken outside of YouTube now, and she is just a beautiful person. But she's participating, I said that's so weird, participating in several projects as well. And she's just so down to earth. She has relatable content, just like me personally. She's another one of those people on YouTube that, like, I'm not saying most people aren't real people, but, like, you know, she's just so down to earth. It's like old school YouTube vibes. And I absolutely love her vibe. And yeah, so project panning content, lots of projects. Amazing. Another project panner, Sarah Rose Beauty. And she's a very curated collection. So if you want something more minimalistic and curated, that's who I would go to. She does a lot of numbers, yearly analysis, monthly analysis, keeping track of what she's using, the ins and the outs of her inventory. She creates very easy makeup looks, and she's super friendly, but she's very in-depth as well on her tutorials and her reviews. And she's a project panner, but she's more loose on her project panning. She tries not to put as much pressure on herself to use she wants to use her products more organically, but track the usage on those products. And the very last person here is Caitlin Foreman. I love her so much. She is fantastic. She is an indie makeup enthusiast. She's always doing just great eye looks and reviewing palettes. She loves buying palettes. Using them is another story. She does have a giant makeup graveyard, just like I do, of palettes that she has not touched. I will give you crap about that, Caitlin, because I have a giant makeup graveyard too. But she is how I found Pretties for Your Face, who I have fallen head over heels in love with. And so, like, I have to give her so much love because I love them. You guys know that. I rave about Pretties for Your Face all the time. I leave my link for them anytime I'm wearing one of their products. I am wearing their lustrous dust on my inner corner and as my highlight on my nose. So, like, they will be linked in the description box, but she is how I found them. So, like, finding Pretties for Your Face was almost life-changing for me when it comes to makeup, and that was from Caitlin. But if you want indie makeup, that's who you're going to go to, in my opinion, is you're going to go to Caitlin. So I feel like I've got you covered here. You got fragrance, you got project panning, you got high-end beauty, you got indie scene, you know, you got a little bit of everything for who you're wanting. You got the minimal content, you got the maximalist content. I think I went through that a little quickly, but I tried to get everybody covered. Like I said, I'll have everybody listed in the description box, as well as any little deets that I have, because, like, I wrote it all down, because otherwise this would have been scatterbrained to the wind. But these are my favorite creators. I love all of these people so dearly. They are the reason I'm doing what I'm doing here, talking to you guys, is because of these 8 people. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So thank you to each and every one of them. Thank you to each and every one of you watching this video. I appreciate all of you that are here. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.